Hello, math fans. Aunt Murgatroyd here. If you've been listening to Mysteries About True Histories, you've gotten to hear all the fun adventures Max and Molly have gone on since becoming problem solvers. But guess what? You too could become a problem solver. That's right. I'm always on the lookout for new recruits to help me stop the troublemaking trolls. If you think you're up to the challenge, join me right here every Tuesday for brand new episodes of Riddles, Puzzles, and Problems. In every episode, I'll challenge your brain with mind-bending riddles, puzzling puzzles, and brain-teasing problems to see if you have what it takes to join the secret order of problem solvers. Get ready for double the adventure. Fun and problem solving each week with riddles, puzzles, and problems on Tuesdays. And brand new episodes of Mysteries About True Histories with Max and Molly on Thursdays. All right here in the same podcast feed. See you soon. Hello, Mysteries About True Histories fans. Welcome to Riddles, Puzzles, and Problems, where I and Murgatroyd invite you, the listener, to solve a series of brain-teasing riddles, puzzles, and problems. We begin today's episode with a logic problem. See if you can figure out how to solve it. The year was 1984, and the Troublemaking Trolls were planning to use Apple's newly invented Macintosh computers to transmit secret messages to one another. They're always up to something, those troublesome trolls. Anywho, I managed to surprise a troll pretending to be a dock worker. Or at least I assumed he was a troll. There's a chance he could be a real dock worker. You see, the problem was there were two ships being loaded with cargo. One had the Apple Macintosh computers containing secret troll messages. The other was being loaded off with regular old PC computers. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have time to check both ships. I had to guess right the first time. Which brings me back to the dock worker. If it was a real dock worker, they would tell me the truth. But if they were a troll pretending to be a dock worker, they'd lie to keep me from knowing which ship had the Macintosh computers. Because the trolls always lie. So, what question could I ask to find out which ship had the Macintosh computers? It's tricky. If I asked which ship had the Macintosh computers, the real dock worker would tell the truth, but the troll would lie. But if I asked which ship contained the PC computers, the real dock worker would tell the truth and the troll would think I wasn't interested in the Macintoshes and would also point to the ship with the PCs. Either way, I know the other ship contained the Macintosh computers. So I asked, and it worked. And I stopped all the secret troll messages that were about to be sent out. Great job if you figured that out, too. I never did figure out if the dock worker was a troll or not. Oh, well. Of course, finding the Macintosh computer was just part of the job. The next part was decoding all the secret messages. And wouldn't you know it, the trolls had encrypted their messages using a secret code. Now I had to shift from being a human lie detector to being a code breaker. Well, for starters, everything was written out as numbers, not letters. For example, one sentence said 13, 18, 17, dash, 12, 18, 19, dash, 12, 9, 22, 10, 13, 6, 0, dash. 17, 12, 15, 0, 5. Oof. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I just convert those numbers to the corresponding letter of the alphabet? For example, A equals 1 and B equals 2. Great idea. Now you're thinking like a problem solver. There's just one problem. It spells out Mr. Excuse me? MJWKNGA is definitely not a word. Hi, math fans. You know my voice from playing Max's Aunt Murgatroyd. But in real life, I'm a mom who knows how difficult it is to stay on top of every school subject. Parents, if you're trying to see improvements in math, English language arts, science, and social studies, listen up. iExcel Learning is like having your own personal tutor or problem solver right in your home. Whether you're struggling with a subject, need help studying for quizzes or tests, or want to get ahead and stay ahead, iExcel not only offers interactive practice problems, educational games, lessons, and video tutorials for every topic. It also encourages students to be curious and helps them discover the best ways to learn. It's easy to use, offers instant grading and feedback, and is perfect for homeschool curriculums. Best of all, iExcel is fun. Your child will want to use it. Make an impact on your child's learning and get iExcel now. And Mysteries About True Histories listeners can get an exclusive 20% off iExcel membership when they sign up today at iexcel.com/mysteries. Visit iexcel.com/mysteries to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price. What I needed to find was the troll key to decipher what the numbers meant. I searched every file on the computer until I found something that just might be the key to unlocking the code. The only problem was, it too was in the form of a puzzle. Oh boy. But as much of a pain in the neck this was becoming, it seemed solvable. Here, see if you can solve these 3 number puzzles, and if you can, write them down. It's easier that way. Ready? Here's the first one. 9, 7, 5, 3. Blank. What do you think the blank is? It seems pretty straightforward. It's just going backwards, subtracting 2 each time. So, the last one should be 1. Okay, here's the next one. 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, blank, 8, 5, 10. What number do you think goes in the blank? Well, it looks like every other number is double the number that comes before it. So, if that's the case, the blank would be 4. Okay, so far the 2 answers have been 1 and 4. There's one last puzzle to solve. Here it is. 36, 6, 25, 5, 16, blank, 9, 3, 1, 1. This one's tricky too. What do you think? Well, the numbers all seem to get smaller, but there are bigger numbers and smaller ones. Do we notice a relationship between the bigger number and the smaller number that comes after it? Why, yes. Yes, we do. 36 is the square root of 6, which comes right after it, meaning 6 times 6 equals 36. Same goes for the next pair of numbers. 25 is the square root of 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. Then comes the number 16. What times itself equals 16? Did you say 4? Yep. 4 times 4 equals 16. Same goes for 9 and 3 and 1 and 1. So now our 3 answers are 1, 4, and another 4. 1, 4, 4? 144? That's a square root too, you know. Do you know what 144 is the square root of? Why, it's 12. 12 times 12 equals 144. But I'm not sure if that helps us here. But what's this? Next to the 144 is an equation. A plus A. Oh boy, what could that mean? Wait a sec. What if numbers are letters and letters are numbers? For example, what letters correspond to 1, 4, 4? Well, 1 would be what? Did you say A? Nice. And 4 would be D. And since there's 2 4s, it would be A, D, D. What does that spell? Add. Then for our equation, it could be the opposite. Since A is the first letter, or 1, A plus A could be the same as 1 plus 1, which equals 2. So now we've got add 2. Could that be the key to solving the earlier number puzzle that didn't make any sense? What if we added 2 to each of the numbers and then looked up the letter it corresponds with? Here are the numbers again if you want to pause the show and try it yourself. 13, 18, 17, dash, 12, 18, 19, dash, 12, 9, 22, 10, 13, 6, 0, dash, 17, 12, 15, 0, 5. But for those of you who don't care to try, when you add 2 to each number and then look up their letter, it spells put out Olympic torch. Aha! The 1984 Summer Olympics were being held in Los Angeles, California, and the trolls planned to extinguish the Olympic torch that burns brightly throughout the games. They are so devious, these trolls. But luckily, we cracked their codes and were able to have someone guarding the torch at all times. Sorry, trolls. No medals for you. So, how'd you do, potential problem solvers? Don't worry if it was a challenge. It's supposed to be. Just go back and listen again and keep trying till you get it. And don't worry, there will be plenty more opportunities to prove you have what it takes to be a problem solver too. I'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Riddles, Puzzles, and Problems. And be sure to join Max and Molly for another episode of Mysteries About True Histories every Thursday. See you soon.